Hey, this is Travis Mills, the director of The Men Who Robbed the Bank.
And this is James Alire, the post and production sound guy, and the guy who keeps Travis in line.
That's right. So, we're doing the commentary track for this film, and we're also playing a little drinking game to keep it interesting. If you want to play along, we have some rules here. Take a drink of beer if someone else takes a drink of coffee in the movie, if there's a flashback, or if you hear the word rain or storm. Now, if you see this guy coming out this door right here, Michael Hanelin, rub his nose, you need to chug beer for 10 seconds. Wait for it. There we go. I'm glad you were counting, James.
I like how he cleared our throat right when Frank did.
There we go. So the last rule of the drinking game is you need to take a shot of whiskey if Stacie, the lady who robbed the bank, shows up. Now, what are we drinking, James? What's our liquor of choice?
We are drinking Colonel Lee Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, $12 a handle at Total Wine.
And it's aged 8 years.
Aged 8 years, super smooth.
So, liquor of choice, but we highly recommend the Colonel. I have nothing really to say about this movie, so let's just play the drinking game.
I guess now we can talk about stuff.
What do you want to talk about, James?
Those guns are fake except for one. That's kind of cool, I guess.
That's very true. So, Rob here, who just walked into the room, is an actor that was in our first two features. He played Murphy in our first feature and detective in our second feature. I can't remember the detective's names. Do you remember the one he played?
No.
Storm brewing outside,
Nah.
kid.
Oh, they just said storm. Take a drink.
Storm.
Remember storm and rain.
John here, this is my first time, well, not my second time working with him. He was in a short film called Friday Nights Alone. The way he auditioned was actually really interesting. Originally, a guy named Dean Velia was in this role, and he dropped out. So I auditioned John, and I had him read the role, and I wasn't quite sure if I wanted him to be in the film. And then I was about to leave the audition, and he leaned over and looked at me intensely in the eyes and says, "Do you have a moment, Travis?" And I said, "Sure." And he looked at me and he said, "This role is mine, Travis. You're going to cast me in this movie." So he proved the intensity that's required from this character, who's pretty much quiet the whole time.
And they said rain.
Another drink. This is James Leatherman, great actor here in town. First time working with him.
By the way, this whole movie was pretty much shot at Travis's actual house.
This is true.
He does live in a dump.
On top of the fridge.
Thanks, James. A lovable dump.
No fucking food in it.
A homely dump.
That's right. Frank Gonzalez here is the getaway driver in the crew, and we've worked with him one time before on a film called Escort Driver.
So how much should I put in?
Are you making a full pot?
Yeah, I guess.
9 scoops.
This movie was shot in 9 days total, right?
How much water should I put
Yep.
in?
9 days for under $1,000.
All the house stuff was 4 days straight, and then the rest of it was broken up
Get the fuck
based
out.
on
Get the
schedules.
fuck out of the kitchen. I'll make the coffee.
The door here, I wanted to fix and actually make it creak, but Travis's door creaks the weirdest way, and I thought it gave the door character, almost like the Sixth Man.
Nice.
Not really, but I thought it was so cool.
Come on, Hanelin, rub your nose. I want some more beer. Rubbing his eye count? He technically touched his nose. I'm
Yeah.
taking a drink of beer.
10 seconds.
Hey, what are you doing?
Well, I think he's right. There's a storm coming.
I told you.
There's
Think
two
it's gonna
drinks,
rain.
storm and rain.
Jesus. We just
What's he
finished
looking
my
for?
first Bud Light Lime.
Yeah, no
Goes
fair.
down easy.
This commentary is not brought to you by Bud Light, but if they want to give us free beer, then it will be.
It's a solitaire, huh?
So the one actor I didn't mention is Michael
That's a pretty
Hanelin, other
boring
than
game.
him rubbing his nose. And he's now the casting director for
You know
Running
any
Wild
other
Films.
games?
He's a major part of our production company. We've worked with him more than
Canasta was a
20
good game.
times.
Yeah, I never played Canasta.
I like jam.
He also had a lot of mouth noises in this movie.
So do I. James hates me for that.
Used to play
Well,
gym
Travis
with my
has that.
ex-wife.
A knocking of the teeth noise when he
Really?
talks.
When I
Yeah.
talk or
Like-
when I eat?
Both, like your back
Well,
teeth
Diaz will
knocked
go
together or
first.
something.
It's easy.
James is very critical, if you couldn't tell.
He touched his nose. He touched his nose.
God damn it.
Hey, Johnny. Hey, Johnny, do you know how to play Go Fish?
I almost feel like when we made the rule for the nose thing, he's gonna end up doing it like twice as many times as we thought he did it.
Yeah, we did. We didn't realize what we were getting ourselves into.
It's gonna be like 8 times by the time we're done.
This is a great scene here with him stabbing the can. By the way, I'm still the props that we bought for canned food for this. I'm still working on those. I still got a couple cans of baked beans to go. It's the best part about being a no budget filmmaker is you get to eat the props that you buy for a film.
Plus, it's always a surprise of what's in there.
That's right. Rip the labels off.
The cabinets you see at the top on the right above the door.
Who was in charge of the
There was actually a cat hanging out in there the whole time that would randomly jump out on people.
I asked a question.
Which
Did anyone hear my
James just recently mentioned in his interview as the highlight of the entire shoot.
Exactly.
The phantom cat.
Excellent.
His name's
Hearing
Prince.
skills.
He's a
Anyone else?
black cat that
I heard you.
lives at our house.
Wonderful. Well, I asked a fucking question.
Wasn't listening.
Who was in charge of the
I
fucking
can't completely remember how I came up with the idea for this movie, but we were gonna make a movie called The Western, and it just wasn't coming together, and I just felt like I wanted to do something different. I wanted to do something exciting, but simple. And I came up with the idea with doing something.
it
What
for?
happens after you rob the bank? You never see
got a few
the
choice things
heist.
to
You
say
just see
once
the
she shows up.
fallout.
First of all,
What happens when these
Canned food.
5 guys are in a
Okay,
room
am I
together
a
waiting
fucking
for the
house cat?
money?
right?
Do they bond? Do
Steak,
they
eggs,
conflict? Do
some
they
shit, I make
clash?
an omelet.
So
Fuck.
that's where this came from. And I wrote the roles
Once you get here,
specifically for
make the
these
split.
actors, except for James and Johnny, who joined the production later.
And another thing, there's like 40 gross of these cans in there, and there's no fucking can opener. How ironic is that? How are we supposed to get into this shit?
When is she supposed to get here?
In the next 5 hours.
Yeah, well. Better get here soon. She's got some fucking atrocities to answer for. Hey, Travis Bickle. Why don't you run out and get us a pizza?
Travis
One
Bickle
leaves.
referenced to Taxi Driver. If you
Pizza,
didn't
just a
connect,
fucking
if you
pizza,
didn't
man. We can't get delivery.
connect that.
So send the boy out to do it.
My name's Frank. Not boy, not Travis. Whatever you just said, it's Frank. You got it?
Rob, that part right there where you saw Rob, I told Travis when we were
'Cause you
doing
only do
post
one
that he
thing
looked
here.
like Jesus,
Do it well.
and we should make a little short film about Jesus
No
in
one
present
leaves.
day and have Rob play him.
Yeah, but
he
if
says,
Jesus was a
no
bum,
one.
Yeah, like
if Jesus was a homeless bum in Phoenix,
only
hung out
one?
in the bars all the
Sorry.
time, turning water into wine, things
I'm
like
hungry.
that.
Sweet. Try this. It's kind of like dog shit. You might like it.
James also said in
You
his
shut
recent
up.
interview that the
I don't
worst
eat
part
it.
of the shoot was tasting those
Who wants a
beans.
pizza?
He said he fucking hated it.
Also, a little post audio stuff if you haven't quite caught it. Since it is storming, in quotes, outside, you'll actually hear wind and things like that pick up and die out like if it was almost going to storm outside. That's interesting to me.
Yeah, James did a terrific job of mixing this movie, and I also want to talk about Derek Cloud, who edited the film. This is the first of the features that, well, Todd Hunt helped me edit Big Something, but like it's the first of the features that like I completely turned over to someone
What
for
was that?
editing, and he did a fucking fantastic job. So
Just a goddamn
I couldn't have cut it better, that's for sure.
Yeah, and his color correcting was spot on compared to the rough cut.
It's going to rain.
Rain,
I could smell
When
it.
I was out there.
I wanted to ADR to that line.
smell.
I could smell it.
So,
Rain.
if it rains, she probably could be late.
Why would she be late?
It's coming.
Rain.
Is the rain? What the fuck are we just talking about?
I don't
Rain.
see how the rain would make her late.
Who knows?
Rain.
Maybe it will rain.
Jesus.
You just fucking said it would rain.
Twice.
You just
Rain
said you
again.
could smell it.
Rain.
It rains.
Okay, yeah, but if it did, right? She could be
I'm
late.
counting how many times I'm behind. I'm behind
She's
three
late, she's
three
late.
drinks.
I'm gonna wait no matter what.
My beer got all bubbly.
Where are you going?
Get something to eat. Okay, you princess.
Good luck.
Have you put Mike in anything where he's intimidating?
Right. No matter what. we
Well,
have
in
to wait.
Friday Nights Alone, he's kind of intimidating when he approaches
saying.
Johnny.
Rain.
Don't like to drive in the rain.
God damn it! I
don't
love
get
to
that.
drive in the rain.
You don't get what?
I love to
When it
drive in the
rains, I
rain.
go driving.
When it rains, I
Oh,
go
maybe
driving.
the rain thing wasn't a good idea.
No, I don't think so. James, we're gonna be trash when we're done with this,
Bubbly.
or at least very full.
All this canned
should do
beans
that.
will make me hungry.
If we leave for a
Canberra.
little while, we went out for food. Just so you know.
Or at least the kitchen.
In the cupboard.
So it was interesting to make a movie in mostly one location. And here's the first flashback, which means we need to take a shot of whiskey because here is Stacie.
Plus
The
a
lady-
drink because it is a flashback.
That's true. So we chase the shot with a drink.
Exactly.
Put your guns on the table if you've got them.
I really like the way that Derek made this
Why?
scene look. All right, here goes the shot.
Cause she's calling the shots.
Right.
Smooth.
Smooth, but
Smooth like a bald head.
but I'm worried about
Good practice.
my future.
Travis pre-gamed before we record it.
I did brandy and a beer.
This scene was
I'll
a
find
little
you one.
difficult for me audio-wise because Travis's house had a lot of crickets that night.
Yeah, this was the first night of shooting actually, which made
close.
sense because it's actually I think chronologically it might not be chronologically the first thing that happens in the film, but close to it. So I wanted to get the people all together here and have them interact.
Oh, he touched his nose.
Oh, God
What the
damn
fuck?
it.
James, are you going to be trouble?
Well, no, but I want to know why the
That's
fuck I gotta
10
put my
seconds.
phone on the table.
Because she says
Oh.
so.
You just took a drink.
And
I
it's
did
good
10
practice.
seconds.
You didn't do 10 seconds.
Yeah, I did.
Who's counting?
Me.
Frank,
All right, my second Bud Light, I'm down.
pass these around. Take one for yourself.
By the way, our Bud Light limes are currently sitting in a vegetable steamer basket with ice shaped in stars, hearts, and fish with a ice pack to keep it cool. Just a little trivia or a commentary.
Tuesday.
This Tuesday?
It's all set. I mean, everything is all set.
Now,
You're
you
sure?
did boom for almost everything, right?
We wouldn't be here if
I think a
wasn't
couple
sure.
of these
You knew that.
scenes, because of the cricket, I put a lav
After the
mic
score, you come
on
back here, come
James and
straight to the
Stacie
house,
because
no
they had most of
exceptions.
their lines. Their lines were more
Good for
predominant.
you.
But yeah, I boomed most of this. I
You're
got,
the exception.
I don't want to say lazy. It just got easier because the clothes they were wearing didn't work well with lavs, and we
You can
did.
talk to me however the fuck you
Luckily,
want
we
to talk
did
to me.
close-ups of
And I'll do
everything,
whatever the fuck I
so
want to him in return.
I didn't have to do any ADR because I could pull their lines from close-ups.
Someone recently asked why
Yes,
I had
I'm the
a
exception.
woman playing the robbery of the bank, and I really don't have an idea for that. There's 5 men that robbed the bank, and it just made
See,
sense
that
that,
still
like,
doesn't really sit right with me.
you throw a woman in
Nothing
there
to threaten
somewhere,
you.
so why shouldn't she be in charge of the whole
Bounced around
thing?
That bald head of yours like a ticking time bomb.
We talked about this, gentlemen. It's my plan and my
Plus,
decision.
Stacey's just awesome all around.
Score's no good
She
unless
is
I have
quite
time
a
to watch the
badass,
money
yes.
afterwards.
She was in our film
I have
French
the
Spy,
connection to
which
change
you
it in a
worked
few
on,
hours.
which is
Mhm.
pretty good. She spoke
I may
French
be
in that,
mistaken,
which
but
is
None of you
an
do?
extra talent of hers.
What is that? All else she's been in?
Nah, she's been in the
we walk
52.
away
So right
clean.
now, if you don't know, we're making 52 films in
Clean
52
gentleman.
weeks. We're in week 37.
Nothing at that.
She's been in a few of those.
How's the look out there?
It's pretty thick. Hey, said not to do that.
What are you, fucking big man on campus? King of the jungle gym now? Take a look around. We are all grown men.
I had forgotten.
When I wrote this, I was thinking of films like Glenn Glary, Glenn
Oh,
Ross,
man.
and even
Black
some of the
Hawk.
Howard Hawks films where there's like 3 or
Don't
4
talk about
guys in a room just interacting
forgets
and the tensions
he's
that
Ryan.
come from that.
Yeah, when I
The other day we were in the same
was
company.
talking to Travis about the script at the beginning,
Doesn't
it
matter
sort of
that you do what I can't
reminded
do.
me of a
We are
Reservoir Dogs
Same.
meets 12 Angry Men kind of thing.
Yeah,
You know, we may be in
exactly.
this room together,
12 Angry
James.
Men is a perfect
We may
reference.
just have pulled the same job.
Um,
Nothing like you.
There's a lot of people that have
You
said
trying to
that
set 'em
it
off?
would be interesting to see this on stage, and I think it really would. I don't think
Fucking
I'd want to be the
firecracker.
person that would put it on stage, but if someone else wanted to take up that task, then I would be willing to, give them the script and let them go wild.
I think for how it is, it would transition well because it's literally just talking the whole time. There's no real action. You don't see anybody walking anywhere. It would be easily portrayed on stage.
I think so too. Yeah. The only thing you'd have to figure out is how to do the flashbacks, and you guys haven't seen that yet, but you've seen one flashback, but you haven't. It leaves the house, so you'd have to figure out like
Pour some cold
how
water in
exactly
some
you're
fridges.
doing that. But I think it would be fairly easy.
And get us a 6-pack, guys.
Get us
I think
fucking Jack Daniels or just
One
shut
of
up.
my
We're not 12 years
James
old.
is probably my favorite character in this film, mostly because I think he has great facial expressions for his character.
Get some
I
sleep.
think he
you're
played
gonna
his
sleep with us
character a
fucking
lot
knocking
better
around
than
out
I
here, waiting for the bitch to
anticipated
show
in the
up.
beginning.
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep.
Hey, if he wants to take a nap, why not?
James definitely steals the show in most of the scenes. I think, but I think that it's interesting to see how everyone brought a game to this picture, in my opinion. Like, they might not show off as much, but they're all filling that place that they need to film. So here we have Mike's first flashback, and we
So-
take a drink.
Take our second flashback drink.
Second flashback, yeah. No, this is Colleen Hartnett, who's one of my favorite actresses to work with in Arizona, and filling the role of Hanelin's wife here. Now, what's kind of funny about this scene is that Hanelin we're shooting at Gus Edwards' house, who is the person that's starting Running Wild with me, and he asked Gus if he had any garlic, and he ate garlic in order to turn her off to him. What's really funny is that she had no idea, and it didn't affect her at all, but we as a crew was smelling his garlic breath the whole day. It's terrible. That's a good example of how a method actor goes wrong.
I don't know yet. Soon.
They'll probably wait until just a couple of days before.
This is Gary Myers, who was in all 3 of the first Running
She's
Wild
calling
features.
shots.
When they're taking orders?
We're shooting at a racquetball court
They're
at
listening.
Dobson High School, where I went to high school.
It's hard to believe a bunch of professionals like these.
Yeah, the issue with
It's her plan.
this scene, just
That's
based
the
on
one.
the ambience of this room, was hard to
How are they
make
dealing with
sound
you?
good, especially because there was some guy randomly playing
So it's okay.
basketball. So when I was recording my tone,
I'm serious.
you know, you hear him take,
I wouldn't be
literally
here
he's
if we were
taking the
doing
same
anything
shot
other than
because I'm
fine.
just looping the ambience.
The cover's good. It'll stick.
So you looped him playing the basketball over
Well,
and over and over again?
The
Or-
ambience I recorded
Well,
was
if it
like
ever doesn't
maybe
stick,
a minute or
you just
two,
call in the
and
boys.
Yeah.
so the shots he takes, he only took like 2
waiting for
shots
the
in that
money.
2 minutes.
This is nothing.
So every
Something
shot you
won't
hear
get
in
it.
the background, it's in real life, it's the same shot over and over and over.
Yeah.
Now this scene was fun for me because I'm literally standing above them with a microphone while this water's running.
And there was a line here that Colleen said, but in the editing, I just said I'd take it out. She said, like, some privacy, please, and I thought the expression was good enough.
And she's not naked in real life. I know everyone wants her to be.
Nice. One thing that I've noticed when people are watching this movie is that, like, when it opens in the house or when it's in the racquetball court, they don't know where we're at, and they go like, "Where are we? Where are people sitting? What the hell's going on?"
know
And I
Scott?
kind of like that, like,
You
it
bet.
starts
Oh.
out, you don't know where
You'll be
we
sitting
are,
in on
and
this one.
slowly you kind of figure out, like, we're sitting
Monitoring
here
the
in this
surveillance
house.
teams
This
is
is
on
where people are. But in the first scene, you don't know where
Tuesday.
we are. You don't know who's who.
This
It's
Tuesday?
like slowly
This
we're
Tuesday.
piecing things together.
I did let you finish that, but I couldn't help
They
but
move
notice
fast,
that
don't they?
Mike did rub his nose.
Fuck,
in the
God
shot.
damn it.
Yep.
So
Did he?
10 Then, yep, at the beginning he rubbed his nose.
Mike in your nose.
10
Stay
seconds.
cool.
He's telling you to stay cool. What we've got here is a room full of great bank robbers. all
How is
working
it
together
that
for the
James's
first
10
time.
seconds is a lot
Any one
shorter
of these
than
guys
mine?
could've
10
put the job
seconds.
together on their own.
I'm
And
synced
all
to
of them
time code.
they're running away with the
Ah,
entire
that's how
squad
it
within
works.
reach.
So, the guy that's in this
We're
scene
lucky they don't tear each other
opposite
apart,
Gary
breaking
is
into while they're
Scott
at it.
Shield,
So I'm gonna.
who is absolutely one of
I'm
my
gonna stay
favorite
here. I'll
actors to
keep
work
me
with,
alive.
and
And takes them down.
he's been in Detectives Lover and The Big Something, and surprisingly, he's not a trained actor. He's a philosophy professor, but he's a really, really good talent, and it's great that we were able to add him to the film. And now he's living in South Carolina, so hopefully we'll have the budget to fly him back in the
Jesus,
future.
Michael.
Which goes
You
to
scared
show
me.
you anyone can act.
That's true.
I'm
kidding.
Even you, James.
I'm kidding.
Even,
Acting is
there's
hard.
a future for you, James.
Acting is hard and stupid.
This James learned in our first failed attempt to get James to act.
Where's Gary?
Gary's in a meeting.
In this scene, like
What you and I need to talk about today.
it's amazing what the audience doesn't realize in the
What are we gonna talk
in the sense that like
happens
when you
after
see
you
a
rob the
wide
bank?
shot, like them both in the
Go back to the meeting
when you
place and wait for
see
the
them
split.
both in the
You don't know where the
racquetball
meeting
court,
place is
you're
that right?
seeing audio
I won't
from
know
them in
until
a
after I rob the
close up.
bank.
And you're not going to have
And
access to your
it's just
phone
something
during
that
time.
when you're watching, you just don't notice.
It'll be laying on
And
the table with the other
editing and James's
gonna be
mixing
laying on a
makes that
table.
possible.
Next to the keys and a whole bunch of guns.
Yeah, if it's in the report, do we need to talk about it?
We're going to track your phone.
It's also amazing
It'll be
how
That will make it.
consistent you have to be as an actor.
We know what
Like
we're doing.
you need
We'll
to
give you
look
5
the
hours.
same
After 5
place
hours, we're gonna come
during
and
the
get you.
same line. You need to bounce the ball at the same point. You can't screw around. These are things that you have to
Come get
remember
us.
and be
You mean-
natural at the same time.
Michael, you don't know where the
Which
meeting
goes
place
back to
is.
my in reality acting is really hard. I give a lot of respect for
You're gonna
actors
fuck the whole
because
thing up.
the few
don't know
little
where the meeting
skit
place is,
kind
then
of
we
things
need
we've
some
done
way of
and
knowing
me
where
just
you are
trying
at
to
all
like
times. We need
turn
to be
my
able to
head
track
the
your
proper
location. We
way
need
and
to know
seem
where you are.
natural. It's
I'll
like,
make sure you know. I'll sneak
No,
the
thank you.
phone into the bathroom or something.
You play robber, we'll play cops. We'll wait for
It's
5
really
hours, and
amazing
after
to me
5
how
hours,
how natural
we're coming in.
Scott is in this role. Like
Better fucking
he's just a philosophy professor. He's never taken an acting lesson in his life.
has he acted in anything other than our stuff?
I don't think so. He's been in bands. He's been on stage, but that's it.
Here's our airplane.
Fucking.
You know, I've been making the same fucking coffee for about 20 years. For a lot of guys, a lot like you, sitting around on their ass, just drinking it down, they never fucking complain. Until today.
What the fuck do they know? Take that shit.
Either that, or you can't handle a strong cup of coffee. You ever come and think
Now
about
remember,
that?
if someone takes a drink, we take a drink.
I'm sorry. Did
Is
I
this
wake
the
you
first drink? Is this the first?
Now that I think about it, nobody has actual coffee.
Until now.
Take a drink.
Shit.
Michael, you want a cup of coffee?
There's an editing
Have mine.
mistake by Travis and Derek.
What's the editing mistake?
Well, 'cause James makes
old,
coffee earlier,
fucker.
doesn't he?
It's got body.
But yet no
hear
one's
about
drinking
that?
it
What do you
until
think?
now.
We're in the flashback. God damn it,
Jesus
James.
Christ. Okay, yeah, we're all gourmets here. That's great. You know what? Just never mind. Leave the fucking pot. I will finish it myself.
James
Fuck
drank.
you all.
Fuck. All right, drink.
I got a question for you, James.
Yeah, go ahead. Shoot, partner.
You know, I always figured safecrackers would have more nerves.
You know, a
than
lot
me.
of these guys
I just figured you guys
have
would be
worked
super calm all
together
the time.
in this program
It's ironic.
in town called the
You're
Meisner
just a
program.
neurotic son of a bitch.
So they know how to test each other and
So
push each
suppose
other.
that
So
kinda
there's a
shows
lot of
the
these
level of
lines that,
expertise in my safecracker.
sure, I wrote them a certain way, but
'Cause I could walk into pretty much
they play with
anything
them while we're
Latin America,
going through the scene and push
walk
each
out
other in different
20
ways.
minutes, $4.5, $6 million. So don't fucking tell me about my safe cracking. That is if a bunch of fucking goons don't mess me up.
James, I don't think anyone's gonna be satisfied unless someone throws up or passes out.
I keep trying to find something witty to say, but the delay from the microphone to my headphones makes me feel like I'm a lot more drunk than I am.
Agreed. James, Mike, rub your nose. Come on. Rub your nose. I want to get more drunk. Rub your nose. Come on, do it.
This isn't terrible.
We should have done something with Rob.
Well, we're about to see Stacie.
No. Yep.
Yeah, we
Yep.
are. See?
Shot.
The beautiful Stacie means take a shot.
The gorgeous Stacie.
The angelic Stacie,
Mm.
We talk first.
I think we need more adjectives for
James,
Stacie.
that's a very tall shot that you're pouring right now.
That's because
Tell me
we're
about the work
running
you've done.
wild.
We are running wild.
Didn't Harry tell you already?
I want to hear it from you, Frank.
For those that know, this is the
quiet.
music you hear in the background is actually Travis playing guitar.
Fuck off.
He is an amazing Italian guitar player.
You would have preferred a crowded restaurant.
And that bottle of wine in the background, Travis chugged the whole thing on set. Just some fun trivia for
I've
you.
known the guy that owns this place for 15 years. His people don't
You're
like
starting to fudge the truth here, James.
I'm
a
just
little
gonna
bit.
lie for the rest of this movie.
All right, fair enough. You lie, I'll tell the truth. We'll decide what's
We'll do like in that Labyrinth movie. You ever see that movie?
Yeah.
Where there,
it's
she
the
goes to the
Bowie.
door.
When I was
She goes to the
very
door,
young.
and there's the one creature
I
that tells the truth and the one that lies.
Started working.
That's how we'll do the rest of
ballet,
this movie.
All right,
the
sounds good.
hotels and at the malls, and then
Go.
I ended up meeting a couple guys.
By
that
the way, this was Christmas
got me
time
doing
when
some
we
work
were
in
shooting,
escort
so hence the
and
wreath on
did that for a
in the
few
background.
years, And
Couple
that
things.
didn't really work, so I went back to
One,
school.
he
and back
mentions
to the
here
state
that he was an
either, so I
escort
started
driver,
looking
which
for
is a
some driving
reference
work,
to,
and I
like I
drove
said,
my
the
first
film that we
score,
did
like,
first
about 6
together,
months ago.
Escort Driver. It's kind of a fun little tidbit. The other thing is we're shooting in
How many have you
Durant's,
driven
which is
since?
a historical restaurant in Arizona.
So this will be
And
your second.
apparently there have been many mob
That's
hits
if you want me on the team.
that have been playing inside Durant's. It's a huge
We
mob
wouldn't be here if I
hangout,
hadn't
so that's
already
kind of
decided.
fun.
You're the last one.
Talk about the phone call when it comes up.
It already passed. It was at the beginning.
What
What?
about everybody else?
At the beginning of this scene, you
about
do hear a phone ring. The phone
Who are they?
actually rang in while we
You'll meet him
we
soon.
were shooting, and
They're,
rather than cleaning it, just decided to leave it. I
Seasoned.
felt personally when doing audio, it sort of added to the when Stacie talks about
You're
the people that work there know what
So-
privacy means. It kind of gives it
annoying.
that the phone just rang and you never heard anyone answer it. So that's privacy.
And we're back.
And this is where Frank looks like he had diarrhea coming out the door
Probably did.
from all the coffee takes.
Coffee and Little Caesars Pizza. James, talk real quick about how I like to buy at Little Caesars hot and readies for sets.
Oh, he
Sounds
said
like the
storm.
stopped.
Travis is a big fan of pizza on set. However, this film
been 2
wasn't
hours.
that bad when it came to pizza.
Should be here in
When we
five.
filmed Big Something,
Again,
I think
5.
we that was
Should
shot
be
over
here.
2 weeks, and I think the second week or like the middle of the 2 weeks, whatever. All I remember is eating pizza for 6 days straight. To where I didn't eat pizza for 6 months after we shot that.
You also didn't shit for 6 months.
Exactly. All the cheese backed me up so much. I think that's why I think we have Big Something outtake somewhere, which Rob was in. There's a scene where he actually farts, and that's probably because of all the pizza. Flashback, take a drink.
Put me
Now
on a
this
payment
this
plan.
is shot at, I believe, Gus's friend's house.
Yeah, Gus's
on a
friend's
payment
house.
Who, from what you told me, they do something. Do they do something with the
We've been
animals?
patient with you, Bobby.
The woman is
gracious.
she's my vet.
Do you know what grace
actually,
is?
she's my dog's vet,
So she's a vet.
and the guy works for Intel.
It's a divine.
All I
quality.
remember of this day is the amount of animals
Don't
that were around
worry.
this house, and there were these bird,
Gonna bust
Guinea
your
fowl.
kneecaps or
well,
pull your
yeah,
fingernails
that
off.
we literally had to
We're
like
not gonna rough you up.
run
That's not the way we
away.
operate.
Send
Because-
someone
We
outside to
decided we'd had
chase
enough
them
of you.
away.
Exactly,
Yeah,
Be so
just because they were making so much
turn
noise.
to be sorry.
this actor right here, Ron Bowen, is quite a fucking character. I met him through my friend Mark Wright, who's like the
Bump up the
ultimate
interest. I can make the
film
payments.
buff goer
You're not making them now. Who's to
friend,
say that's going to change.
and Ron's perfect
will.
for this this mom character, and that
promise.
Don Stewart's the other guy, and Carlo Latimpa is
With
the
what?
guy in the white shirt
Bobby.
with the cold
You're
stare
gonna start doing jobs again?
who says the
tired.
controversial N-word coming up.
Crooks don't retire.
They take breaks.
They take breaks.
And your break's about over.
That's the one line that I wanted to cut
You're
from
going
the
to
film, but I couldn't.
I think we
going
need
to
to make
work
like
because
a
it's the only thing
top
keeping you on your
five
feet.
whoa.
We're on our
Hang
time
on.
now.
Top 5 lines of the men who robbed the bank.
You're like a nigger.
We should do that. What would be in there?
when you're
That
on a
would be one of
plantation.
mine.
They take breaks.
And then maybe Rob's little
Guess you're not retiring.
Smell it.
I can smell it. I in this scene
You
I
did
added
good,
noise
Bobby.
to make it sound like they are
I know it
by
wasn't so easy
an
killing a bunch of
aquarium
kids
because you
like
see
that.
the fish.
They were so green.
In
Which they
reality,
actually are.
They are, but
Did
it's
they?
it's like a super dirty aquarium.
Next
And
time you look for a
this
bigger
little
swan.
area they were in was so full of cobwebs
No.
that everyone was scared of spiders.
Everyone but me. Like everyone's just freaking the
say
fuck out.
no.
Like,
Personally, I don't like
not
spiders,
evil
and I don't like spiders on my equipment.
Like you
So,
said, these
I
are
was
young
like,
kids.
I think we made Michael
Roman don't
Coleman
fall
go
so
in there
easily.
with like a broom,
yeah, we
That
did.
was a scene
or
that's coming
something.
around the
Yeah.
corner.
because we
But
also
still,
had
everyone's freaking
like a documentary film crew doing some like ASU project at this
You
time,
can't do it with big
and
jobs.
they didn't want to go in there either.
Everyone shot it from the outside. Or they
Pretty
did
much,
shoot-
yeah.
How long do you think?
It's
I'd be out
amazing
there
though.
working?
Like we
If I
shoot
keep
by a
ripping off
fish
these
pond,
crews, huh?
and then later you have to add fish pond noise. That's
Well,
what the
the-
audience doesn't understand. Like even
Yeah.
things that are on set have to be added later.
Well, there was
Time
no
ago.
like the fish pond that
3
they
years.
they had at this location
In Albuquerque.
was a hot tub that they converted
Last
into
job
a
before
fish
you
pond,
retired, right,
and it was so full of algae and there were spiders everywhere. I felt like Indiana Jones.
See her, she's looking for a crew.
So
He's too smart.
Nobody's too smart. Unless you're a pickpocket or a jewel thief.
like
you gotta
every
have a
time
partner.
this guy, I can't remember his
You got a
name.
partner.
Carlo.
You gotta
Every
do
time he
this.
would put his hand
Because you gotta
like
trust your
behind the bench, I just had this
Sometimes you put it
image
on.
that like
A
this
black widow.
a
is
black
fucking-
widow would crawl on his hand and he'd be bit and we'd have to call 911 and it would just be awesome because we'd film it, of course. But yeah,
He had a cold
All
this
right.
day. I remember.
and I felt like Rob here looked like Steven Seagal's brother,
I'll do
but
it.
or like dad when he was younger.
Nice. I told Rob his inspiration was Burt Reynolds. I told you that too. Like
Yeah.
Burt Reynolds, if he was older, fatter. Drink a coffee. We have to
Take
take
a
a drink.
drink.
God damn.
By the way, during filming, we did actually drink the coffee we made.
Oh yeah, lots of it. God damn.
Not gonna offer a cup to the rest of us?
You can get your own.
I made breakfast for everyone every morning that we filmed.
Which was the same thing.
My scrambled eggs are really good.
What was
Scrambled
it?
eggs and bacon.
Scrambled eggs and bacon.
Scrambled eggs cooked in bacon grease is.
I will
it's the
add,
Travis special.
I did stop and get my own breakfast most of the time.
James, go to hell.
Okay. I'm gonna go get some coffee.
Coffee.
Mike, you want a cup? Johnny.
Me doing audio on this film,
cup of
my
coffee?
biggest issue
What do you
was
take?
There's no
all the
cream or sugar,
creaking
dipshit.
floors. But, you know,
Maybe
it
the new
added
guys are running
to
shouldn't
the
have any more
location
caffeine.
for the characters and the actors.
me out.
But for crew, I did
can
have
tell.
us all work pretty much shoeless, so we were all in socks. And interesting enough, we all happened to be wearing black socks the whole time. So we kind of had this thing that if you're on the crew, you have to wear black socks.
That's right.
You all right, kid?
Yeah.
You got hungry all of a sudden.
See, the idea here is that everyone has a motive
Listen,
to
don't let that guy in there get on your nerves.
take all of the money when it shows up, or
Get
at
on
least make sure that I don't know, make sure that the plane doesn't go as it's supposed to. So Rob here wants to destroy everything because otherwise he's gonna get his knees fucking busted
blows
out.
up, you just stay out of it. Let me
So
do
what
it,
did you
okay?
do as far as giving each character like a background? Like other than giving them a script to read, did you give them
We
sort of-
talked about it. I mean, really, these guys are so good.
Take a
Bam. Take a drink.
Definitely, I agree. So good. I mean, in my opinion, when it comes to Arizona independent films, the people in this movie are the all-stars, so to speak. Like Michael Hanelin and Rob and James are, from my perspective, like acting royalty out here. Especially
Johnny, too.
Stacie.
John.
Stacie and John, yeah.
I mean, everyone. Rob. Like,
I mean, Colleen, in my opinion, is like everywhere. She's worked with everyone out here, so.
So,
No.
I mean,
No.
you asked
no,
what
no,
I
no,
did.
No.
Like, honestly, like,
Fuck no. Do you see this?
other than
Do you
giving
see
them
what's
the
going on here? This
script,
is
I
fucking
didn't have to do
canned
too
beans and
much
coffee.
because they're so fucking
do
good.
the math. Do you understand this?
There's like
Holy
3 drinks
shit.
there, by the way, because 3 people take
He's
drinks
about to stink this place
in
to
that
high
scene.
fucking hell. Holy
my
shit.
bad.
I'm here with the fucking boy wonder, the deaf mute psychopath, Gestapo, and this pile of guts gonna stink the whole fucking place up. Yeah, you're laughing. That's great. That's fucking great. In about an hour, this place is gonna be a black smoke of fucking filth.
This is where the movie
Jesus
gets
fucking
going.
Christ.
Really gets going.
Exactly.
Now, let's talk about this, James, because, okay, you wanted music in this movie more than I did.
Fuck this. She's
Well,
late.
okay.
It's not late.
I didn't necessarily
3 hours.
want music.
And
It
she'll be
was
here.
more. There was when
Within
I
5,
first
right?
started
Or not at
mixing
all?
it. There was a lot of
What are you talking about?
issues that I felt I needed music to cover up.
You can get a
But
far
then you
fucking
explained
distance
to
in
me
5
the
hours,
reason
kid.
for not having music.
Mike, what is he talking about?
So I worked with it,
He's
and
insinuating
to
that
me,
Stacie had a run
honestly,
with the money.
no music worked
No,
out
no.
better.
See, I'm not insinuating.
And this is why
fucking
I don't
predicting.
direct movies.
Bitch stole our money.
No, but why did... I'm not in any way trying to prove myself right, but
No, no,
why
no.
do you think it didn't...
That
why do you
fucking
think it worked out
lunatic
better?
away from me.
Almost because it forces you without music. Music can be a distraction when you're watching a film, and since this film is very dialogue heavy, there's a lot that happens, and without the music, it makes you focus on what they're saying more.
Okay.
So, and it draws you in. Granted, we could have thrown music in
You gotta go to the
and
bathroom,
had
kid. See
like
if there's
you
some
know
bandages or something like that.
the happy music, the drama
Name's Frank,
music,
not
whatever.
Kid.
But I think it takes away from
She's late.
what the film is and the idea of it. And it also allowed me to do a lot more sonically
And she'll
and be
here.
more creative with what I'm
Your first
doing.
time?
With sound effects, right?
Exactly.
Born.
Now, right here, just to mention it, this is the take right after I
Well,
screamed at
insinuating a guy like this
James.
requires an element of trust.
Get more angry, get fucking angry. Which was, sometimes it's okay to like scream at an actor or slap an actor. I've slapped Hanelin before. I've screamed at James.
Which was hilarious because when Travis did yell at James for reals, most of the crew, I mean, me, I didn't care because
You got an extra deck of
That's
cards,
me.
Johnny?
But most of the crew was
Right, that's
unsure of
Jen.
what to do after that because Travis doesn't tell anybody what's happening.
Take these.
But it did not only it not only did make James do better in my opinion, but it also made for a great social media like Vine video or clip or whatever we did with it. I forget.
Absolutely.
Frank, can I teach you how to play Jen here?
I would say other than James's facial fuck. Other than James's facial expressions, which is my top favorite moment of this film, like I think he does that great. Frank's character is probably second favorite. Now, when
Why
it
is
comes,
that?
just because he plays his newbie sort of innocent kind of character very well, he has good facial expressions. Now, although at a very close second place, I will also probably put John's character, because this is the first time I met him when we were filming this. I had never worked with him before. I actually thought this was his actual characteristics. Flashback, take a drink. I actually thought that's how Johnny was in real life, and it wasn't until I worked with him on other projects after this film that I realized he's really not like that at all.
Like super nice.
Exactly.
Super
He's
amiable.
nice and crazy and you know, so it showed me how well he acts, in my opinion.
I want to highlight Michael Coleman here real quick because first of all, he was the co-cinematographer for the project, but also he did this role, and he really plays this. This is such a touchy role when the guy that originally played this role quit because of it.
What's the difference?
Like
He
he
Well,
left
tell me
the
anyway,
role
James,
of
because I still don't get it.
the bank robber because of this scene that I wrote.
We have a nice home.
Because of, I don't know, he thought that it misrepresented
want.
gays, but
We have
I
more
think
than
that
enough money to live
Coleman
comfortably.
plays gay so
But you wanna risk
well in this scene, so believably and respectively that it's just like
you wanna throw it all
it's
away?
awesome.
Is that what you
And
want?
he needs a haircut.
Yeah.
In this scene. By the way, this scene was shot at my house at the time.
There, we're not in right now.
Well, no. At the time we shot this was my house. Currently, I've moved since, but
That's all I ever was to my father.
I think it shows that I'm drunk. That
school.
I think that we're
The whole
in your
fucking
old
world, just
house.
James the Fat.
I don't. No.
No. I do though. So.
I did not do any of the decorating. This was the house that I just rented a room from.
Just James the faggot.
I pretty much stayed in my room.
Till I get my hands on
This
the
is
safe.
an example of a scene where I do wish that we had a little bit better
Everything
lighting.
just starts to make sense.
Yeah, because this is literally just me and you with a camera. Like
I
we
don't
didn't
care if I like dick
do
or
we have
not.
any lighting
I'm
other
there to do
than
the
just
job and
the
do it
overhead
well, and
lights?
that's all they
I was
fucking care about,
running
and I'm just
slate
one of the
on this
guys.
scene. Like there's no
Yeah,
one helping
I think
us.
this is just us four.
Yeah.
That's why I do it.
So like I would love to have a little bit more light in his eyes, but I still think what he says
time I
is
feel like a
is enough to really carry it on.
Not with me.
Coleman does a fucking terrific job here.
Coleman usually does a terrific job.
He does, yeah.
Like, you know, him and I joke around a lot on set, but when push comes to shove, he's all right. He's good. Nah. Coleman is pretty versatile when he needs to be. Like I give him a lot of props. I think he has I want to say what's in my head, but it's not coming out.
It's not you want to go deep, but it's just not happening. Flashback.
Coleman's good.
We gotta take a drink.
Flashback, take a drink. and we're about to see
Stacie. We have to
Stacie,
take a shot.
the glorious,
Oh goddamn you, Stacie! You redhead.
you beautiful.
Is there something wrong with the job?
What's a good word for redhead? You should know, Travis. You're
Let's take
partial
a look at this.
redhead.
Yeah, I'm half ginger or ginger something. I'm gonna
wanna
sip
come in?
this shot because I'm fucking drunk.
Travis isn't gonna sip it because if he sips it, he's not allowed to be in the rest of my. I was gonna say my movie, but the movie is not my movie.
You want anything to drink?
Sure.
By the way, this is shot in the guest house outside of Travis's actually house.
We
Actual
were
house.
hungover this morning.
Yeah, this was the morning after Travis's birthday. I pretty much passed out in the clothes I was wearing and woke up 30 minutes before we started shooting. Travis thought I wasn't going to show up. I don't know how my body woke me up. But so this scene probably is the roughest
No
because no one
No,
literally
I-
cared.
I don't care.
No,
much
we
for the
cared.
background
We
a lot.
just
No, I didn't care.
That is.
nice.
I just boomed the whole thing because I just wanted to be done so I can go home and pass out.
This is the last flashback, too. This is the
Maybe
last
used
day
again
of
before
shooting.
Frank.
Was it?
This is the last day of shooting. So it's not only not only after my birthday, not only are we hungover as shit. It's the last day of shooting.
Which, by the way, just for the record, Travis, when is your birthday?
December 26th, the day after Christmas.
Travis, ask me when my birthday is.
Holy shit, he's
December
got a knife.
27th.
No, I said ask me when my birthday.
When is your birthday?
He's got a fucking
December
knife on him.
27th, 2 days after Christmas.
Nice.
So literally, we were born a day
Do you not
apart.
fucking hear me?
So
exactly. Meant to be. Meant to be,
He
James.
thinks Rob's
No.
got a knife on him.
James.
No, I don't
It's
fucking
okay. It's not
think anything
gay.
I can see. He's
It's
got a
not
fucking
gay.
knife.
I
It's a
promise you,
goddamn
it's
Bowie
not
thing
gay.
sticking out of his back pocket. Things as long
As long
as
as
my
my
dick.
dick.
yeah,
Yeah.
my dick
Carry a
too.
knife.
I call my dick Bowie.
Bowie knife.
Give me my gun.
So
What? You gonna slap me around again?
this is an important scene, obviously, and
An abortin?
has anyone seen Rain or Storm? Can we drink
Rob,
more
do you wanna
beer?
Put your knife on the table.
I don't know.
Don't mind.
I think we see the glorious Stacie one more time.
Yeah, one more time. So this was a difficult scene for James to work out, but he figured it out. Like this is his moment right here.
Yeah,
That's
he
a
did this
14
great.
inch fucking
Yeah,
knife,
he
and
fucking
you
nailed
didn't
it.
Like I
think
said,
about it.
this is one of my
didn't fucking
one of the
think about
scenes where
that.
I put
Holy
his facial
shit.
expressions as why
Just give me
it's one of
A
my
knife,
favorite
a gun, what
moments.
the fuck difference does it
Especially
make?
like a little bit ago where
Hey, put
you
his knife
you
on the
saw the
table.
little sarcastic
matter.
laugh.
What else has he got on him?
Did he already do that?
Huh? What do you got?
Yeah,
Huh?
I
Grenade?
just said that.
C4 in the
God
underwear?
damn it.
It was the coffee.
I love
Fucking
Robert's looks
poisoned
like
the
right
coffee.
there, though.
Arsenic, right? Arsenic, it's
I
yeah.
love John's
That's
look
awesome.
right there, too.
I feel like I'm dying.
I remember talking about this scene
What
a
else?
lot with him and how to
All it takes is a
get
fucking box cutter to
heightened
bring down
but
an
believe
airplane.
it. And with these actors that
What else you got?
are
You got
based
another gun
on
you.
feeling things, you really have to like make them.
No.
You really have to
Tim,
get to an emotional
it's you,
place
right?
with them, which is difficult sometimes.
You're gonna pull it out as soon as she gets here. You're gonna fucking blow us all away if the cunt ever shows up with the money. Oh, I'm sorry, you don't like the fucking C word, huh? Well, she's a cunt, and I don't fucking care what you think, because I know more than you.
He had a heart attack. Let's take a shot to heart attacks. Not really. Let's take a shot to heart attack awareness and donate blood.
Where did my sipper shot go to?
You drank it.
Fuck.
Cheers.
Heart attack awareness. Here
Heart
we go.
attack awareness. Take a shot.
Is he dead?
I hope so.
I'm just gonna sip
His heart's
this
still
shot
beating.
because
He's
I'm
a
getting-
bitch.
I'm getting
Still
drunk.
breathing. I can hear him.
By the way, we decided to drink a lot more for this commentary because the last commentary we had some comments
gonna do with
of,
him?
I was hoping you guys
There's
would
nothing
get
we
more
can do.
drunk.
Just can't leave him lying
Yeah.
here.
So,
We really don't have a choice.
yeah.
So
Sure we do.
we're making it happen.
You can take him to the hospital.
Yeah, I can just take him real quick.
No one leaves.
No one leaves.
Michael, this is different.
No, nothing is different. We're gonna wait here for the split. No one leaves until she shows up with the money.
Oh, come on, Michael. It'll take like 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
No.
He might die. Then let him die.
Okay, right here. This is important. Like John's flashback was cut from the film, so in
sure he'd
the
rather die
original
on that
script,
floor.
Did
waiting
he
for his part of
did
the
he have a
script.
flash? It was his
And it's in the
voiceover
hospital.
stuff.
no,
right?
he actually had a flashback.
I don't remember the script.
In the like original script, John had a flashback. I cut that. Then I
What-
wrote a voiceover.
What was his flashback?
He tells this friend of his that he has cancer, that he's terminal,
He's what?
that he's terminal.
He's terminal. Oh, there's Stacie. We take a shot. Travis needs to finish his sippy shot because he's sippy shot. By the way, if Travis pukes, there is a bucket next to him.
Ugh. Fuck me. God damn it.
Frank?
No, I will not, Travis. I know where you've been.
Where are you going when this is all over?
Fuck you.
So,
By the way, just for the record, we are using tall shot glasses, like
what
the
about
ones
you?
that are the size of
Somewhere too, I guess.
bigger than your finger. Cheers.
I'm gonna fake this shot.
Oh. Drink it. Drink it or I'm no
God
longer
damn
working
you,
with
James,
you ever
for
again.
holding me accountable.
Frank, we hardly know each other and we're just getting started.
Ugh.
I'm on the other end.
Ugh. Ugh.
Aged 8-year whiskey.
Ugh.
I like you.
By
So-
the way, Stacie wanted to go full frontal on this scene. Travis told her no. I'm just kidding, Stacie. I apologize. I did hate this part though with the kissing because I hate kissing noises.
Talk about the bandit shit. You had to take my dog out of it.
Who wouldn't go in there?
Oh
guys?
yeah, through that whole last
It's not for a while.
flashback scene, Travis says we shot it in the guest house again. Travis's guest house. We went in there and Bandit, Travis's dog, was literally right outside the door, and he did not like that we locked him out, so
still
he was
alive?
barking the whole time.
Howling.
Howling, barking. Luckily, I'm amazing and was able to clean that
Fuck you.
up.
Fuck you, James.
No,
Luckily, I'm amazing.
No, it's been documented. Like it's on Wikipedia. Look it up. So I was able to clean that up and make that not so noticeable. Like if you listen closely, you can actually hear it very, very faintly. But
What time is
I
it?
literally thought you just asked me what time it is. Is it?
It's been 4.5 hours.
That sound like Frank Gonzalez? God damn it.
Where's Frank Gonzalez? He should
Where
be
is he?
here.
she's late.
Bring him here.
We're gonna
The
do
one that
this
said all
again
along
with
should
all the
be here.
cast.
We thought about it, but it's just too much.
We're
Be
gonna play
disastrous.
beer pong men who robbed the bank.
That's a good idea.
I should go looking for her.
Rub your nose, Hanelin. Rub it. Rub it. Rub it.
Stop moaning into my microphone.
Maybe she got into an accident.
Maybe she's sitting outside waiting for us.
Just got a half hour, guys.
Just no more coffee drinking or flashbacks or, well,
We do see Stacie again.
there might be some rain too.
Oh, there's a lot of rain.
Uh,
I'm calling an
Lisa, we called
audible
her.
towards the end of the movie.
Spoiler. That's a spoiler.
So we can find out where she's at.
I'll call it more when we get to that point.
She wanted us to check on her. She would have said so.
Maybe it's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
calling
maybe it's
her,
not, Michael.
Guns on the table. Phones off and on the table. No one leaves.
And it's good practice.
Who do you ever listen to at the director's commentary where they get drunk?
Exactly.
No, I'm gonna call
When
her.
does Steven Spielberg be like, let's watch E.T.
You want me to do
and
that,
get
Frank?
drunk?
Yeah, she would. if she
James,
was
are
in
you
trouble.
drunk right now? I think.
Just sit down.
My answer would not be not no.
Because I don't know if I can take another shot of whiskey. I'm fucking
Well,
tapped out.
unfortunately
There's
for
one
you-
more to go.
You have to.
There's only
Shit.
There's only 4 phones.
How many
One
phones
is missing.
in the film actually worked?
That one there is mine, the black one.
I think
got the one with
3
the
are
blue
fake.
keys.
3 phones are fake.
So 3 are fake, 2 worked.
yeah.
Who were the
Which was yours, Johnny?
who belong? Wait,
Rob's.
the cracked
We
screen.
we actually used Rob's phone and my phone. My phone
Your
worked.
phone.
that was when you had a shitty phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Blue
mine.
phone. Frank's phone worked. Shitty phone.
Your blue phone was shitty phone.
Yeah. Correct.
You fucking liar, that is my phone!
James reveals
Of
himself.
course he's all right. He's just been lying there faking it.
Who gives a fuck about me? Where the fuck is his phone?
This movie's amazing when you've been drinking.
I don't have it.
It's very,
You had it when
very
you came in, or where the fuck is
tense,
it
very
now?
suspenseful. He doesn't have the phone.
You're such a fucking liar. I saw you
James
put it on
is
that fucking table!
about to pour. I spit my tongue.
You sure?
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
James just took a shot, by the way, with no Stacie.
You were.
Yeah, I don't remember.
He's trying to catch up.
I forget. I made my own rules.
Michael.
What was your rule?
If you've got the
Anytime
phone
someone
with you,
stands up, you take a
you
shot.
should put it on the
Anytime there's a cut, you take a shot.
Johnny,
James is a
didn't
badass.
bring it.
Knows how to hold his liquor.
table. Search him.
So I want to talk about these
got it on.
boxers.
Search
I
'em.
want to take a long time to talk about
Into
these
your
boxers.
pockets.
They're not
Wait, wait,
shown
wait,
for
first,
very long
I-
on screen.
I
but,
want to say
like,
one thing. By the
what?
way,
What do you want to say?
Take your clothes
Because-
off.
Go
fuck
fuck yourself, James. Go fuck yourself.
Fucking make him
silence.
take off his clothes.
Okay.
Granted, we did shoot this in what October?
Yeah, September.
I'd like to know more
I
when
want to
you're
say it
dead.
was a little colder, but it could be September. I feel like it was right in that fall winter transition.
In Arizona.
We did have to turn off
shoot.
the air, which in this location was
Is a cooler, swamp
exactly.
cooler.
So we had to deal with a lot of mosquitoes,
Yeah.
and I really forgot where I was going
Now the
with this
pants.
story.
What the fuck were you gonna say?
The pants.
Okay, so he wants to see the pants. Bam! American flag. This is a conscious decision.
Toss
It's a
'em away.
political statement. What do you have to say about it, James?
America.
America.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Boxers.
America.
Really? You
Don't.
think I have a cell phone
Don't
between
do
my
that.
balls?
Why are we turning
past
this
you.
political?
Maybe you just want to see
Balls and America, because that's what America's about.
Bam. Balls.
Here's a fight scene.
And he added punches to this. Bam.
Boom, boom,
bam.
boom, 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 boom.
Got
Notice Frank's
Oh,
dumbass face.
there's Stacie.
Fuck my life.
Seems like you're
Really,
getting along
Stacie?
well.
Really?
fill my glass up too.
Should I fill it halfway, folks?
No, fill it all the way.
All right, Travis is gonna be a man for once.
Fuck off, asshole.
So here's the question. Do we count that one scene? Travis almost threw up all over my studio.
No. Do we count that one scene as them?
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if Travis throws up, I'm going to punch him in the face. Literally.
There's your shoes.
I'm less worried about throwing it up as getting it up later.
Well, there's Viagra.
There is, yeah. You got any? You're older than me.
I don't need Viagra. I'm half Mexican. I'm good till at least 65. Pro one for Mexicans.
So you got one of those curved dicks? I hear Mexicans have those curved dicks.
Well, you're ginger, so I hear you have a 1-inch dick.
This commentary is fucking unique among all commentaries of all time. I've never heard curved dick and ginger dick ever.
Because I feel Stacie is so gorgeous,
Michael.
we're gonna take one more
take
shot for
another
her.
drink.
Where is your phone?
This will be
you
the
fucking gorgeous
Didn't
Stacie.
bring it.
This will be the last shot for Stacie.
And Travis is going to sip it
All right,
because
for 15
Is that
seconds, let's name every adjective we can think of for Stacie.
Yeah.
Ready and go.
sexy,
Gorgeous,
Sorry, just
hot,
got it
beautiful.
in my hand.
yeah,
Frank? The case?
Travis sucks. Look at that legs.
she is irresistible.
Why isn't she naked?
She is.
I wasn't asking you.
They've been weighed and counted. You can all count them again if you'd like.
You can all count
That
them
won't be
and
necessary.
if you like.
Travis
James.
sucks at this game. Let me
do.
finish. Angelic. Proportional. Curves.
Proportional? Really?
Back to
Yeah.
retirement.
That's my word. So fuck
Proportional.
up. Let me finish what I was doing.
Finish.
Because right now you just saw Rob and he looked at Stacie and he was like, damn.
That's worth taking some fucking shitty money over.
Oh, by the way, we have to take our shot because they should have.
Told you
Oh,
guys,
shit, he said rain. Drink to rain.
fellas. It's been real.
It's been real rain. All right, we're going to take our shot now. So, shot. Floor. Mouth. By the way, that noise you heard? That was my shot hitting the table empty. Travis is still drinking his. Because he has a vagina.
Your arm. Is it
Fuck
okay?
up. Talk about the movie. Talk about the rain. The rain sound effects. I recorded the rain
Sounds
sound
like you
effects.
caused
I
quite a
will
bit of
agree.
trouble.
Travis, this was
We
recorded.
don't know the half of it.
What's the date today?
You don't want to know.
September.
13th. It's Friday the 13th, bitch. Sorry, I've been watching Breaking Bad a lot.
Ugh.
They say bitch a lot. So anyways, the rain you hear was actually... I literally text messaged Travis. And I was like, hey, it's raining here. It's going to rain at your house in like 10 minutes. Go home. I keep burping. Go home and record some rain. He went home. He recorded rain with the door open, rain with the door closed.
With the door
and
closed and cat meowing.
Well, what was it? I think it was door closed rain where the cat meowed.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
Travis decided, hey, it's going to be a good idea for me to leave the room and not pay attention.
This is the finale here.
So,
Boom.
Bam. This is on set. This is Coleman with a hose. We gotta give Coleman hose credit. Come on, give Coleman hose credit.
Coleman had special effects rain credit.
No.
No. I want to walk a while. Don't do that.
Me too.
Ever.
Very dramatic exit there. This is my sister, Jenny Mills, coming up. She,
By the way, other than Travis's beautiful sister's cameo,
yeah.
all the audio you hear here is all done in post because there was no audio recorded for this scene.
Good note. That's my sister.
Which in reality, if you're a bum and it was raining, you'd probably not be sleeping. But that's just me.
It's not very realistic, but
It's not what?
very realistic.
All I know is my shot's been taken and yours is still half full.
So, fuck off. Fucking asshole.
And what we do now, because it's the cast in order of appearance, and there's Michael Hanelin.
No.
Travis says no, but James says yes.
James
Have
is pouring
a
more whiskey.
shot to the end of the movie.
I pre-gamed. James did.
By the way, again, this is Travis playing guitar.
Yes. I recorded all of this.
I recorded Travis playing guitar.
So I wanted to do a credits like this. I told Derek to do a credits like this because I wanted to do something like Dirty Dozen, something that highlighted the actress. Fuck, I'm drunk.
Colleen.
Is there 2 L's in that? Did we misspell that?
I don't know. I don't give a
No,
fuck.
I fucking just saw that for the first time. 2 L's.
Is there not 2 L's?
Are there 2 L's?
Colleen, is there 2 L's in your name? Colleen. All right, a shot to the end of the movie because we don't give a shit about our movies.
Amen.
I disregard the last statement. By the way, this commentary is brought to you by Bud Light Lime and whiskey.
No, what whiskey? We have to credit the whiskey. It's gonna make me drunk.
I really don't
The
care
whiskey.
because if someone wants to send me whiskey, Colonel?
Sorry.
Travis is touching my shit. Travis is about to be stabbed.
We have to credit Colonel.
We're crediting this guy, Alex Pastrana, for
Colonel Lee.
going slap
No, don't
on
listen
that
to
fucking
James.
bullshit.
Don't listen to James.
Cinematographers,
Colonel Lee,
Michael
Kentucky.
Coleman and Travis Gills.
Hi.
That's not me. See, I said no, that's not
James, let's fight.
me. Okay. Editor, Derek Cloud. Look, he looks like Jesus. No, he does not. Writer, that's not who wrote this. Gus, producer, director. Fuck directing. I can direct anything.
was born cracking safes.
Not angry enough. Get fucking angry.
Okay.
So, anyways, we're just going to roll probably about 2 minutes after this. You can feel free to listen to us or not.
I'm not gonna listen. I'm taking my fucking headphones off.
Go ahead. Travis is drunk and you just moaned. Who wants me to punch Travis in the face?
Do it.
1, 2, 3.
Wait, bam.
I wouldn't really do that. We're
It's
probably gonna
disappointing. It's very disappointing.
stop recording. And fuck you.